In this movie, we will practice pronouncing the names of the 50 U.S. states. I will also give you some clues about how to remember where they are. I will say each state name 3 times and give you time to repeat the name each time I say it. Watch the arrow to see which state I am talking about. Ready? Maine, Maine, Maine. New Hampshire, New Hampshire, New Hampshire. Vermont, Vermont, Vermont. I remember this state. Oops. Sorry. I remember this state because it is shaped like a V, and Vermont starts with the letter V. Massachusetts, Massachusetts, Massachusetts. This tiny state is Rhode Island, Rhode Island, Rhode Island. And no, it is not an island. Connecticut, Connecticut, Connecticut. New York, New York, New York. I remember New York because it has an island attached to it. And when I think of New York City, I think of the Statue of Liberty, and I know it is on the water on an island. New Jersey, New Jersey, New Jersey. This state kind of looks like the letter J, and New Jersey has the letter J. Pennsylvania, Pennsylvania, Pennsylvania. Delaware, Delaware, Delaware. Maryland, Maryland, Maryland. Virginia, Virginia, Virginia. West Virginia, West Virginia, West Virginia. I remember this state because it is west of the state called Virginia. That is why we call it West Virginia. North Carolina, North Carolina, North Carolina. I remember this state because there are 2 Carolinas and north is on top, just like on any cardinal directions, north is on top. South Carolina, South Carolina, South Carolina. South is on the bottom. Georgia, Georgia, Georgia. Florida, Florida, Florida. Many people go on vacation to Florida because of all the beaches. So you can look at this state and think of all the beaches. Alabama, Alabama, Alabama. Mississippi, Mississippi, Mississippi. If you know that the Mississippi River is this line, then you can remember which state is called Mississippi because its border is the Mississippi River. Tennessee, Tennessee, Tennessee. Kentucky, Kentucky, Kentucky. Sometimes I get these two confused. I remember the difference because Kentucky starts with a K, Tennessee starts with a T. In the alphabet, K comes before T, so it is higher up, just like A is at the front of the alphabet line. Ohio, Ohio, Ohio. Indiana, Indiana, Indiana. Illinois, Illinois, Illinois. This state has the letter S at the end, but we do not pronounce the S sound. Michigan, Michigan, Michigan. This state has two pieces. Sometimes people call this part of Michigan the Upper Peninsula or the UP. Wisconsin, Wisconsin, Wisconsin. Minnesota, Minnesota, Minnesota. Iowa, Iowa, Iowa. Missouri, Missouri, Missouri. Arkansas, Arkansas, Arkansas. This state also has an S at the end, but we do not say the S sound. If you look at the way the state is spelled, it has the word Kansas in it, which is a different state, Kansas. But we do not pronounce it Arkansas, we say Arkansas. However, I remember where this state is because I remember it's close to Kansas. Because otherwise, sometimes I get it mixed up with Alabama. Alabama is not close to Kansas and does not have the word Kansas in its name. Arkansas, yes, has the word Kansas in its name and is close to Kansas, but we pronounce it Arkansas. Louisiana, Louisiana, Louisiana. Louisiana starts with the letter L, and this state is in the L shape. Texas, Texas, Texas. Texas is a very big state, and many people say everything is bigger in Texas because it is so big. Oklahoma, Oklahoma, Oklahoma. Kansas, Kansas, Kansas. Kansas is considered the middle of the United States. Nebraska, Nebraska, Nebraska. South Dakota, South Dakota, South Dakota. North Dakota, North Dakota, North Dakota. You can remember these two because north is on the top and south is on the bottom. Montana, Montana, Montana. Wyoming, Wyoming, Wyoming. Colorado, Colorado, Colorado. New Mexico, New Mexico, New Mexico. You can remember this one because it does actually touch the country of Mexico. You cannot see it on this map, but Mexico is down here. Arizona, Arizona, Arizona. Utah, Utah, Utah. These states come together almost at 4 right angles here. So sometimes this area is called the four corners. Idaho, Idaho, Idaho. If you look at this shape right here, it kind of looks like a capital I, and Idaho starts with the letter I. Washington, Washington, Washington. Do not get confused between the state of Washington, which is right here, and our nation's capital, Washington, D.C., which is over here. Washington, D.C. is not a state. It is a federal district. So when we say we have 50 states, we are not counting Washington, D.C. When somebody says Washington State, they are talking about this area over here. Oregon, Oregon, Oregon. Nevada, Nevada, Nevada. Nevada has the letter V. And this border right here looks like the side of a giant letter V. California, California, California. We have two states that are separate. They do not touch the other 48 states, but they are still part of the United States. Alaska is very large. This picture does not show how large it is, and it is located north by Canada. Let's practice saying it. Alaska, Alaska, Alaska. Hawaii is an archipelago. That means a group of islands. It is very far west of the other states in the Pacific Ocean. Let's practice saying it. Hawaii, Hawaii, Hawaii. Okay, one more clue for you to remember some of these states in the middle. Minnesota, Iowa, Missouri, Arkansas, and Louisiana. If you look at the first letters of their names, M-I-M-A-L, it spells a nonsense word, Meemaw. Meemaw doesn't mean anything, but if you can remember Meemaw, it will help you remember which states these are. Minnesota, Iowa, Missouri, Arkansas, Louisiana. Meemaw. All right. Thank you for listening, and I hope you have practiced saying the states.